Hello, everyone. Welcome to this very well anticipated press conference here for the pay per view coming up on Sunday, Stateside. Here we have our first few guests, Joe Bullingham and Elsie, as the recently announced match. How are you guys?
I'll let him speak first.
Oh, thank you. It's the only good thing you've done so far. Anyway, I can't lie, feeling a bit scared. Might get some diseases from the Birmingham man. You never know. It's a bit dirty.
Well, God. Joe, any response to that?
Simple. At least I wasn't fucking born out of wedlock. Not only I wasn't a fucking cum rag stain on a fucking mattress and I accidentally laid
Whoa.
I don't think I was, lad. I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Oh, damn. I want to have this respectful conversation here. Can you guys keep the controversial takes out of it, please?
I might not. Can't guarantee anything.
Just so you can't guarantee that your tag team will stay together, but ayo.
Can't guarantee you won't get carried by Damien again, but most of the time it is. But anyway.
Carried, bro. Who walked away with a fucking tag belts last pay-per-vieiew, huh?
Yeah, because you got carried by Damien. That's my exact point.
Bro,
carried by Damien.
Carried.
You didn't get the
Carried.
Damien got the
Bro.
pin.
Shut up! I'm doing an interview. Both of you, shut the fuck down, sit down, and let me speak, and I'll do some proper interviews.
Thank you, Stan.
Alright, Joe, as prior mentioned, you never shut up about it. You are tag team champion currently with Damien, a very successful tag team who've revolutionised the tag business in SCW in the last few months. What are your thoughts on going to the match with Elsie? Because obviously you beat him with Damien prior when Bob Caldwell returned at the very, very good show 3.
Carried. Sorry, got something in my throat. My apologies.
The only thing that'll be in your fucking throat is my fist after I pull your heart out from your fucking crevice, you
I bet you wouldn't
bitch.
go, I'll beat your ass so hard you end up in GBW. Come at me, lad. See what happens.
Oh!
Bro, the fact that is this. The fact that I was more scared of Bob Caldwell, the kid that I fucking buried like months and months prior than you were, a current wrestler, a former champion, says a fucking lot, doesn't it, mate? Fact is, I will literally not even train for this fight,
the
so I
man's
know
pretty
I can
jacked,
beat
can't
you.
lie. Sure
Well, no,
you can,
but
lad.
Joe, there's one thing I do have to mention. You do not have the best record in singles matches. Like, if we're being very honest, Elsie has a very good record in singles matches compared to you, who's not really had the best record in that kind of regard.
I don't care. It's a record. So what? Yeah, I've took a few losses. Yeah, I lost the Havoc title. Yeah, I lost the Karma title. Yeah, I lost the Steel Cage title. But even then, I'm still here after all this fucking time, still here, not complaining. And the only reason that I got that rematch, cheese and fucking him, no. But the fact is, this motherfucker keeps on discrediting my work after all this months, after how much I've overcome, after going through issues after issues, even recording issues, the amount of time I've committed to this company and this fucking business, how he sits there and fucking criticizes me, yet he hasn't done jack and feels like he deserves fucking everything.
Well, honestly,
I haven't done jack.
As a non-biased presenter, I kind of have to disagree with your take a little bit there, because Elsie has done stuff. He's a former Crash Course champ. He held it for at least a few weeks. He's the first SCW tag champ, never lost the tag belts with his former partner at the time. He had to defend that belts in a handicap match, and you're trying to, he's got a very good record, and he's, he can't be underestimated.
Oh damn! Even he agrees with me.
Bro, I don't fucking care. I don't care. It could be fucking Big Gus. It could be Zack Seidel. It could be fucking Jesse Lake. I don't care who the fuck it is. I'm still gonna fucking beat his ass. You can say this over and over again, but you won't come up with anything fucking creative. The only originality you had was you were fucking...
I won't come up with any creative. How about you shut up once? Let me talk.
Go on, speak. I'll let you have the table. Go on, have the table. If you want to be the fucking big man, if you want to be the fucking big man, come on, speak.
One at a time, boys.
You were held down. You said you were basically the underdog. You're talking about underdogs? You've seen me? People have held me down since day one. I've been fighting my way to the top. I deserve this. I deserve title matches. This is why I say I deserve it, because I've been here day in, day out, You say you had problems with recording. I recorded a whole ass show by myself, and it was way better than any show you ever recorded, and you damn well know that.
The fact is, I don't need one-off shenanigans just to make myself feel credited. I revolutionised. I introduced the developmental brand that I've seen many wrestlers that come up and get gifted.
Wasn't that Tim? Wasn't that Tim?
Revolutionise. You're saying revolutionise to the revolutionary one.
Your revolution. The only thing you revolutionise is losing each and every time a different fucking week.
The only revolutionising thing you do is watch your son get hit by a car.
Oh please, oh please.
Geez.
Do you know what's fucking funny? I don't care if this is kayfabe or this is fucking Windows done. The fact is, Big Gus is fucking your wife, Sally Shay. And the fact is, your ass could...
I didn't know you were getting Shane in it.
And do you know what else is a fucking funny thing? Do you know what else is a funny thing? Fucking
bro, you can't even get character. You can't even get character, boy.
Jesus Christ, Tim, you haven't brushed your teeth. I can smell you from here.
Yo,
Jesus
Stan,
Christ,
shut the fuck
you're
up.
talking.
Shut the fuck up. Sit down. You're here to question, and I'm here to...
Yeah, firstly, I hired you to be impartial.
Alright.
So don't piss me off, all right? You're meant to be asking questions.
Stan.
Don't be on someone's side right now. Look, I'm going to buy in quickly, all right? Shane, my son.
Yeah.
What do you think about these guys? Who do you really think is going to pick up the W?
Oh, me? You know, yeah, I've got to go with LC on this one. Me and LC have faced 1-on-1, and me and Joe have faced 1-on-1. I've beaten Joe. I lost to LC.
All right, so I mean, Stan, let's talk. Stipulation. You know what's going to happen. What happens if he wins? What happens if he wins? Talk to us.
Well, obviously we've got that tag title kind of clause in there. If LC wins, he gets the tag title match. You know, LC, how does that affect with your mind? Considering obviously you've held the tag titles twice, I believe, with two different partners, and you've had a pretty good record in tag matches. How does that really affect with your mindset going into this match?
He's going backwards.
Me. I'm one of the best tag wrestlers in SCW, probably ever. You've seen me win so many tag matches. When you go back and watch,
Yeah.
I rarely lose tag
fucking
matches.
hell. Oh, here we
Joe,
go.
how about you shut up for 1 second? This is like your therapy session when you're that psychiatrist when you're getting your son hit by a car. Shush. Anyway.
Oh, you think that's affecting me?
Tag or
Go on, speak.
you know what? No. How about you speak for once?
Okay.
Since you love butting in so much, of butting in, how about you have a go?
Oh yeah, I will have a go. So you clearly say, yeah. So what? You week ago, you had to fucking defend the titles on your own. But the fact is, you were the reason why your tag team breaks up. We've seen it with LSD. We've seen it with fucking Golden Revolution. We've seen it time and time again, and yet you talk about how you're the fucking greatest. Yet even the Royal Guard who agreed to dismember, I know Cheese and Shane, you were in there, you agreed to dismember, even they were more notable than you will ever fucking be. We were the ones challenging them. We were the ones who stood up and fucking challenged. What were you doing? Twiddling your fucking thumbs, hiding from your wife just because you didn't want to face the fucking divorce papers.
Oh, yeah, that happened, yeah. I was the one hiding. I remember teaming with Cletus and beating the Royal Guard while you were sat there, still fiddling each other with Damien.
Fiddling?
Huh?
Fiddling? Who had the most heated rivalry and stole the fucking show at Terror in Tokyo?
Ado and Alex Storm, yeah?
Shane and Cheese.
Ado and Alex Storm, right?
You're here to answer questions, Stan. Sit down and do as your fucking boss says.
No, I agree.
Stop.
You hype up your rivalry
Joe and
so
Alexander
much.
win it.
There's no point. You barely did anything. You had one match where you got absolutely squashed.
The only thing that's fucking difference between me and you, Elsie, is we know how to get the fucking crowd riled up. We don't want to see the same old boring bullshit. Oh, look, Elsie's in another tag team. I wonder whose career is going to fucking ruin this time. The fact is, Trevor Dennis has been known for fucking coming in and out of this company, has accomplished more in 2 weeks than you have in your entire fucking career, and has more hype and more interest than he does than you.
Sorry. I don't remember him holding a title. Especially not 2 titles. Especially not 3 titles. Especially not having another chance at a title. I don't recall him having that.
The only thing you fucking recall is the fact that you're deserving, and you got your rematch, and what happened? You want to talk about titles? What happened? What happened on that pay-per-view, yeah?
Cole
You lost.
Not me. Not me. I didn't get the pin. Colwell got the pin, which is a bit of a shame because he obviously worked hard to get back here. But the thing is, I didn't lose. I rarely lose. You say you can bring up our first match. You can bring up the tag match where you ran away from the steel cage. When you've done that your whole career, you've just ran from every opportunity you've had.
Fucking ran. You want to talk about ran? How come I was immediately the next night I wanted to face fucking Crow? Huh? Cheese knows that. Everyone in here fucking knows that.
The next time when you cried for your title match, you cried for your rematch.
Oh, what you've been doing for the last 6 months when we actually had fucking time and you wanted to bring your mate in that wasn't even supposed to be fucking involved. You want to talk about that?
I had my rematch clause. I still had my rematch. You lost the title when there was no rematch clauses. I still had my rematch clause. I was never given it because I had to wait for Bob to return. I had to wait. I've been waiting.
Well, whose fault is that, Elsie? You could be fucking waiting. You waited and waited and waited and waited just for a man to return. Yet in reality, if you had the fucking balls, you'd find someone else. You'd create a new tag team that's actually fucking decent and has something going for them. Build it up after time and time. Challenge. No, that's not what you did, is it? You sat and waited and hid for Bob to come back.
I had another tag title match. I had another tag title match against Royal Guard because I earned it by teaming with Cletus to beat Shane.
And the fact is, Cletus had more offense in that match.
He didn't. When you go back and watch, I got the pin. I got the win. I did all of it. I beat 2 world champions. I've beaten more world champions than you've ever been near. I've been all over the world wrestling, winning every single title I can, and you have done absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Oh, so you want to talk about nothing? Nothing. Okay, so how come I was a boy raised in the fucking slums of Birmingham, huh? Do you think I had any other choice but to fight each and every fucking day? And you could sit there and fucking gag, just like your mom should have fucking gagged when she sucked your mom's cock.
What?
I'm going to turn up now, Joe. Calm down a bit, man.
Wait, when
No.
My
He wants to
mum
fucking
had
talk
one?
about my fucking...
Oi, calm.
No,
if you let me finish,
I know you're always in Birmingham, so you don't have much of an education, but how about you listen for once?
No, how about you
The
shut the
male
fuck
anatomy
up?
has the penis, not the female one. Not the female
Well,
anatomy, the male
unfortunately
anatomy
for
has the
you-
penis. So how about you get that right?
How about you fucking take your dad's fucking balls, shove them up your ass because of the fact that you have not got any balls.
Nah.
And the only time that you've ever fucking faced me.
Oh,
is
no.
in that match and
Cut
fucking
his mic.
Take control of the situation, Sam.
That was very heated. So we're going to ask you one more question. Well, not one more, but so obviously you've gone under many names. You've gone under the Showstopper. You've gone under the Nightmare. You've gone under many of these nicknames. What version of you are we going to see against LC? Because obviously you're looking out for vengeance on LC for everything he's said and spoken about to you. What version are we going to see of you? Are we going to see the heroic version of you, or are we going to see the the heavy hitter?
Bro, he's fucking left because he's a little bitch.
No, he's still in the call.
Is he? Is his ass? No, he isn't.
He's walked out.
He's left because he's fucking walked out like a little bitch. The fact is, he won't want to answer to this. The only reason why he wants his fucking match is so he can make his career more relevant and bring more focus on him and Bob. When in reality, Bob's the one carrying that tag team. And the fact is, yeah, so what? Bob got pinned. But he had his rematch, didn't he? And the fact that I'm even gifting him his opportunity, allowing him to get back in this frame. And going back to your question, Stan, you will see all of them. I don't care if I'm the fucking showstopper. I don't care if I'm the enforcer. I don't care if I'm the nightmare. I'm going to make sure that fucking man is dead by the end. That man's career is going to be more fucking buried than Trevor was with his fucking promo.
Yeah. I don't know why Trevor's come into that conversation there, but okay. I guess we'll do one more question, then we'll move on to one of the biggest matches of the night. So Joe, obviously you and Damien, you've had your ups and downs over your time together. What is your current relationship with him looking like?
My current relationship is that he's my brother. We've been through thick and fucking thin. So what? I eliminated him into a rumble. I apologise gravely for that. And behind the scenes, we are tighter than anything. The fact is, we're more tighter than Elsie's mother's pussy is on a Friday night.
Oh my god!
Who's giving him a mic? Who has given him a mic? What?
I'm gonna put a clear water before this video starts.
Yeah, the fact is, he constantly slates my work. He constantly says, "Oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that." Yeah, I don't see him hopping on the mic 24/7 trying to make storylines. I don't see him actually coming with cheese to ideas behind the scenes, actually talking about this kind of stuff. It's like with recently when I promoted that little idea I had to you, Cheese. I came and did that, but no, his fucking ass decides that, oh, he's still not enough. It's still not enough. I have proven time and time again, I've given and I've given and I've given so much for this fucking company, and he sits there and be a hypocrite, or he could just sit back behind his partners and say, the fact is, his tag partner, Jake Brex, did more in that fucking tag team than he ever did. Oh, so what? He faced off in a 2v1 handicap match. Well, was that his fault? Yes. Did he drive Jake Brex away? Yes. And talking about Jake Brex, the fact is that man has accomplished more than Elsie has in the time that he's stepped down as being co-owner of this great company than Elsie himself will ever do. Because we've seen this cycle again. It happened with PFI. It happened with the Bullet Club, which Paprika, a mate of mine, was in. It happened with LSD. It happened with Golden Revolution. It's just going to be the same old cycle. And we're going to see it time and time and time again. But we're still standing after all this time. Think of the Royal Guard. No disrespect to them. They were tough opponents. Think of Jake and Jet Saturn. They were tough opponents.
Think of my son. He carried the Royal Guards.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This man in this called Shane has accomplished so much. He's basically the fucking Tom Brady of SDW at the moment. The fact is, each and every time I step up, I try to step up, and if I get set back, so what? It's like you said earlier when I have a few losses on my name in my singles career. So fucking what? I still turn up. I still put in the work. I still start those rivalries because I know I won't fucking quit. And it got to the point backstage when he had that massive losing streak, like he was actually thinking of leaving the company. So my question to him is, why the fuck didn't he?
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I think we'll move on from him. Yeah, I think we'll move on from him. He seems a bit heated. I think maybe he could go and get some water, calm down a little bit. But we'll move on. So
promote it quickly. Obviously, that will be kickoff show, the main event of the kickoff show, Saturday night. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be hectic. Joe versus LC.
Extreme rules.
Of course.
All right, so we'll move on to one of the most anticipated matches. I believe this match was supposed to happen a few months back, but it's finally happening. The matchup we've all been waiting for, and I, as an honorary Roberts, I'm also so very excited to watch. We got the.
All right, Stan. Let me just stop you there. All right, it's not the fight that we're waiting for. The fight we're waiting for is in April. All right, when I face my son again, that's what we're waiting for. Don't tell me we're waiting for this. This one's going to be easy. All right, we're going to
You're wasting breath, yeah. Your wife's in me DM. Your wife's in me fucking DM.
What's that fucking Jay
the sheets. You're none but
what's this fucking skinny little bitch doing it?
You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. You do nothing but
what's your problem? It's the fucking sit down and get pinned by Joe after 2 seconds.
You're waste of a son. You're none but a fucking disgrace. Go back to riding those fucking sheets. Yeah, Tony. The only reason people know you is because you're ugly bro Tony, who gave you the fucking rel seat to this day. I'm the best thing that ever happened in this fucking company. Everyone fucking knows that. Fuck you, Shane. Fuck you, Cheese.
What's this? Who the fuck is this guy? Can someone get rid of this guy right now?
Security. I know I used to build security, but can we get some more out of it?
Fuck you.
I'll tell you what, Jay. I'll fucking see you one day, cunt. What the fuck was that guy doing? Your wife's in me DMs. Molly's in everyone's DMs, you bastard. Right.
We'll move on from him. He had a brief cameo, didn't he?
Yeah, and I'll fucking carry on, all right? Look, the fight we're looking forward to is in April. Okay, we're going to go to America, and we're going to beat the Douglases. I'll probably get the pin, and Shane will just watch. Let's face it. But look.
You watch what you're saying, you.
Is there descent in the Roberts family? I mean, I'm an honorary Roberts. I can be your honorary, nice, like, kind of therapist if you really need me. Family therapy, as the honorary Roberts.
Is that name of a porn site? That's
what?
A bit weird, Stan. It's a bit weird, Stan.
Honorary Roberts? How's that weird, mate?
No, family therapy, dickhead. Jesus, you need to work on your fucking scripts. Stick to the script, for fuck's sake. That's what he's paying you for.
Well, you didn't stick to the script, did you, mate? Now pipe down. This is another match. Can you pipe down?
All right, Stan. It's all right. It's all right.
No, yeah, you ask your question, Stan. Sorry.
So, anyway, you and Faded Skull and Future Skull. You know, Shane, is that a nickname you're going to be adopting from now on, or is that just kind of a brief name you're going to take for a few days?
I mean, I'll take it. I'll promote the fight. I'll make the Skull name look good, and then in April, we're not here to talk about April, but Chi said his things. I got to say my things. In April, that Skull name goes to dust after you see the old man tap in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, teams. Obviously, you were my first ever guest on the highly acclaimed Stan Sessions. You said on that in April, what you're looking to do is just lay down and take the pin for Shane. Can you elaborate on that?
Can I elaborate on it? Can I fucking elaborate on it? This guy is sat down on Tuesday nights playing fucking pussy, holding a fucking mid-card title. He used to be the best in the business. That's why I need to elaborate on it. In April, he will. Well, I'm not going to let the guy get the... Come on. Look, he's my son, all right? And like I said to you, Stan, and I'll say it in front of him, even though it pains me to say it. The ideal scenario is he beats me at Unmistaken, and he takes on the legacy like I did to my father way back when, okay? That's how it goes. But no, I can't... I've been thinking about it a bit more, Stan, since me and you had that conversation. I can't lie to you. Since me and you sat down on Saturday night, I've been thinking a bit more. I don't know if I can sit down and take the pin. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an outside job. The fucking Usos to the Roman. Maybe I get this fight. I don't know. Look, you're going to have to wait and see, okay? I don't sell tickets by fucking reading you a story and telling you how it's going to go before. No, you're going to fucking sit down on Saturday, April 1st, and you're going to see how it goes. This ain't no April Fool's joke. Everyone thinking we're taking the piss. No, we're not. But you know what, Stan? We're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about how I'm going to make my son bleed for the second time. We are here to talk about one thing and one thing only. These pathetic people in America, Los Angeles, who wants to take the piss out of how I talk. This mayhem champion who I pushed.
Fred?
We're going to talk about them. What's going to happen is Shane is going to go around with Xavier, the irrelevant dude who no one knows, and they'll fight, okay? I will take on the big boy, Brian Douglas. I will get us the win, and we will focus more on April.
Hold on. Why have you got to always be in the spotlight? Hold up. We are family. We'll do this together. We will get the win.
Big up. I'm a family member too,
All right. You knock me down, make me more humble. Fair play. I agree with you. I do. But once you said that you'd put the Skull name to dust, Faded Skull, well, you're going to collapse that name in April? Even though it would only be 1-1?
Then I guess I'll have to drag your old ass to Unmistaken as well.
Oh.
Look, hey, I see what you're trying to do, and Stan, I don't fucking like you at the moment. Look, you're trying to cause friction between me and my son.
Hey, leave Stan out of this. Come on. Leave Stan out of this.
I'm an honorary Robert. Why would I ever do that? You said it yourself. I'm honorary.
Look, the plan is... We go out there and we do what we do. All right? At the end of the day, we've been through a lot. All right? We have been through more divorces than a whole fucking city, me and Shane. All right? Mostly me. Shane recently. Okay? And look, no disregard to Tony. She's a lovely lass. Look, let's just face the facts, okay? Everything I do is to sell tickets. There is no bad blood between me and my son. And at the end of Unmistaken 2, or even in April, if I do beat him 2-0, I will offer my hand. And we will look back with his kids, my grandkids one day, and we will watch this. And you know what? I don't know if Shane's as sadistic as I am, but maybe he'll face his own son one day.
I guess it's all soon to come.
Anyway, Shane, so me and you, we've gained a bit of a friendship backstage. I can't. You'd admit it yourself, wouldn't you?
Keep talking.
So you've obviously I'm pretty sure you've come across paths with at least one of the Men of Mayhem members before. And I'm pretty sure you can admit, and as well as you, Keith, I mean, you're pretty much the person who built the Men of Mayhem from the ground up, especially Brian Douglas, your Mayhem. Well, I don't know on that. One of the Mayhem champs. So you kind of built him up from the ground, and so I'm pretty sure you should know best that this is not going to be an easy task. I mean, like you've seen these guys, you've seen Brian Douglas like dominate Mayhem for months. And you're just going to say that he's going to be a pushover? I mean, don't you have any lingering doubt in your mind about that?
I'll answer for him. if he ain't here.
Wait, was that question directed to me? I'm sorry.
It was to both of you. It was to both of you.
Right, shit.
Oh, I mean, Shane, you go first. I'm gone.
The way I'm seeing it is everybody's talking about how Brian Douglas, this big threat, he's beaten a bunch of names. Hell, he's beaten Zack Seidel how many times? But look at my record with Zack Seidel. I'm 3-0 against the guy. If we're talking 2 out of 3 falls, I'm 4-0 against him. I'm like I said the other day. I'm genuinely serious when I say this. The only man in my mind who can beat Brian Douglas is me.
Fair enough. On to you, Keith, now.
I mean, don't insult me. Who was Douglas defended against?
Zack Seidel.
Who?
Yeah, he's defending against Zack Seidel, isn't he?
Yeah, he is defending against Zack Seidel. Yeah, Zack Seidel, what's he done again? King of the Ring. Anything else?
Interstar champ.
He's lost his world title match to me.
Was he best wrestler of the year last year?
No, but were you?
Who was?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Stan,
was he back in WWE in 2006 repping like I was? No, he wasn't. Don't talk to me about Zack Seidel. Zack Seidel, look, his time will come. But do you really think it's just insulting putting me and Shane in the same category as Zack Seidel and Brian Douglas? Zack Seidel and Brian Douglas are children, all right? They are nothing. And I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about mentality. They haven't got it. They're little boys. They don't know what the hell they're doing in that ring. When it comes to me and Shane, look, I trained Shane and maybe I disappeared. Maybe I fucked off. I did. I openly admit it, all right? I Eminem'd. I ran away, okay? But let's move on from that. Shane, what I done made him stronger. What I done made him more angry inside, okay? And it's created a beast. It's created someone not as psycho as me. He's a lot more switched on. He's a lot more clever. He knows how to channel it. Whereas I just go insane and I let it out. All right. But at the end of the day, Brian Douglas, Zack Seidel, they're from Los Angeles. They've been spoon-fed their whole life. They don't know fucking struggles. Don't come at me and talk to me about 2 fucking people wearing fake tan, thinking they're fucking LA. They aren't cool. They aren't cool. We come from Devon. When we come from Devon, mate, we fucking work hard and we struggle. And every single struggle that we've been through has made us stronger. And you'll see that on Saturday night. England versus US. It's simple. Devon versus LA. These fucking people in Hollywood, they think they've got it good. They do because they've been spoon-fed. They don't know how to fight for things.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very wild comparison you made, like Devon and LA. You know, 2 vastly different places, if I say so myself. I mean, one's a bit cold and the other.
Yeah, I know Shane's going to sit there and say I'm from Swansea, but look, all right, me and your mother made you in Plymouth, unfortunately, so you're from Plymouth.
It's like that born in Plymouth, made in the Royal Navy.
All I'm going to say is this. These guys are representing the great nation of England, and they have my backing 100%. I don't want no posh fucking Hollywood BS bullshit star coming at this company, representing them in a bad light, chatting all this shit about accents. I'm from Birmingham, so what? My accent's different. So what? People's accents are different. The fact is, we are here representing each and every fucking week. This man, Cheese, has been through it all. He's created this company from the ground up, and he's not going to stop at some petty little comment. Yeah. And that's why he's hopping out of retirement with his son to kick their ass.
Well, let's just sum that up a little bit more. I'm hopping out of retirement to save my son. Because I don't want my son being some washed-up Tuesday night star. He's going to be in the pay-per-view main events because I'm in the pay-per-view main events.
You know, normally I would, because you're like the leader of the family, I would agree with you on most of these takes, but that one I'm struggling to really agree on, because if you look at Shane's record in recent times, yes, he did fall off before he left the Crash Course, but you think about him, he went first match in Crash Course, won the title, and he's defended it ever since. He's only lost 1 match since, and that's to a hardcore right. He's defended against someone who's not here anymore. He beat someone who's not here anymore
twice.
Yeah, so, but like, he's got a positive record so far, and if we're being honest, he's been very impressive, and you can't really deny...
A positive what? Do you know what he done back in the day when he was Mayhem and World Champ? Do you know who he faced back then? Who he put away? Positive what? I'll tell you what, yeah, don't say that they disappeared. You're talking about Harper Pierce. Harper Pierce could not beat Shane. What is that? Harper Pierce and Shane Roberts. Are you taking the piss out of me?
Well, I mean, Harper Pierce did still put in a good fight. I mean, you know, just because they're not here now, it doesn't mean like they didn't.
No, I mean, look, let's get the roster up. Let's look. There is no one on. No, I tell you what, I did say that because maybe Big Gus and Shane, that fight could be good. But there is no one, Che O'Grady. Don't make me laugh. Look at this roster. It's pathetic.
Well, I mean, you've got Jesse Heartache, someone who's actually gone to the ringer before with Shane Roberts. Even Shane could admit that they were a tough opponent.
And I put Jesse Heartache away.
Yeah, but they're still a tough opponent.
Well, so you're telling me that you think it's cool, yeah? That Shane can sit there holding this pathetic, I'm sorry, Shane, holding this pathetic green title when people like LC is going for the crash course, the big gold. You think that's right? You think that it's correct for Shane, the best wrestler of the year last year, to be going for these fucking ridiculous shots while LC's being pushed?
Fine, well.
Silence, exactly.
Yeah, fine. But I can't disagree with the leader of the Roberts household.
I mean, let's look. Look at it. He even signed me. He signed Faded Skull. That's how bad Crash Course have fallen. They needed my name just to look good.
Okay, but have you even showed up yet? Have you even gone to the? Have you actually wrestled in a Crash Course ring? You know,
the only person I will wrestle is that bitch that came in a minute ago who's chatting up my wife, Jay O'Grady. All right, he's the only guy that I will take in the ring at Crash Course.
Hey, Cheese, can I say something?
You can.
I can? Okay.
Yeah, you're still chilling.
My question is this, Stan. The fact that he traded his own son, and who else was it? Sorry, someone that's not here anymore, to get me and Damien on this show shows how much this man has built superstars. He thought he already did the foundation for his son. And no offense to you, Shane, you're a great wrestler. Like I said before, you're basically the Tom Brady of SCW currently. But the fact is, with Sears' management, look where it got me. As soon as I jumped ship to
I just want to quickly say, I know he's listening. Sears, I don't mean any disrespect by you, okay? I think that your drafts were good. Maybe I went a bit psycho a minute ago, okay? Look, Sears, me and you, we'll chat and have dinner. We're calm, don't worry.
The fact is, how dare you question this man after everything he has gifted us? He's gifted us Big Gus, who unfortunately now is on Crash Course. He gifted us the future. Did you see what I did there? The future of SCW, the whole entire company, to Crash Course. He gives and he gives and gives. And what does he get in return? Negative representation.
Okay, but let's not underestimate everything that Sears has brought up as well. You've got people like Kobe, who's now on Mayhem. Did you snatch Kobe because you saw how well Sears was doing in Crash Course?
Bro,
what about O'Grady? You got O'Grady up from the ground. Kobe's main event of the pay-per-view show. Have you? Kobe's main event of the pay-per-view show. Have you?
Yes, I have.
You won a main event pay-per-view? Well, Kobe didn't, but still. Have you? You can't really be chatting anything on this.
Stan, I suggest you listen to your head of the family when I say shh, let me talk. No offense
you're not
to
the
you,
head of my
Cheese.
family.
No offense to you, Shane. All I'm going to say is this. You talk about Colby, who was the one that defeated the streak he had in Season 2. Me, singly. I defeated that. I caused his spiral and demise. So how dare you bring that up?
Yeah, Joe, let's not forget this isn't about you. You've had your time with, what's his name, LC? Yeah, you had your time with LC. It's not about you. Come on, comment.
Alright. All yours, guys. I'm just done. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if we're going to get our boys, Trevor and Almir, I believe, did want to come on a little bit and have a talk. I mean, look, let me just try and summarize everything we spoke about, okay? Me and Shane, everyone always, it's in the media. People twist everything. They say that our relationship is broken, all right? Look, we've been through a few things, and I know that fight that happened a long time ago, it did ruin a few things. It did ruin the relationship. And look, obviously, I'm not going to sit there and say a fight ruined it. Me disappearing throughout his whole childhood ruined it. Not knowing about Dan Stevens until he was, 20-something ruined it, okay? But what we're going to do this year is maybe it will affect our relationship for a year. Maybe it will affect it for 2. But that will be the biggest moment in SCW history. Me and my son will implement ourselves into the biggest moment in SCW history. We will sell out pay-per-views. We will sell out April. We will sell out Unmistaken 2. And we will main event Unmistaken 2. I'm not saying that we're going to open it like we are in April. I'm not saying we're going to open it like we are on Saturday. We are main eventing Unmistaken 2. And there may be 3 nights, but it will be the biggest fight on the card. It'll be the biggest fight SCW has ever seen. It'll be the biggest fight any EFED has ever seen. And I can promise you that, Stan. I can promise you that right now. And I know you're fucking looking at me, and I know you believe me right now.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe the head of the table, the head of household, you know. But you can't underestimate the Kaimaru chief. Okay, you can't underestimate him.
Look, never say that again. The mispronunciation on that makes just please never speak Welsh again.
But I want to ask you something. Son, actually.
Oh, me? Okay.
Where the fuck is the attire? Me and you go out. I say that I'll be a tag team with you, and you don't even go to the designers and work on an attire.
You are my father. Why would I need to make an attire to team with you?
Because you're supposed to prove something. You want to walk around calling yourself Future Skull. Skull is a brand. Me and Kirsch used to wear it on our jackets with pride.
This Skull name. Don't you dare talk to me about whatever the fuck this is.
Right.
Yeah.
What was that?
I got distracted with Trevor walking in the room, all right?
Yeah, calm.
Look,
are we waiting for Trevor's opponent to enter?
I believe Almir will be joining. I've told him to click the, I've told him what room we're in. Press conference B.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Cheese and Shane. Good luck on your match on Sunday. But we have
just to stop you there quickly. It is Saturday night, technically, but you know.
Sorry.
We'll allow it.
So we've got a very anticipated matchup coming up. We've got 2 opponents who, you wouldn't really think to be put together, but the winner of this match will go into the Raging the States Iron Survivor, a 1-hour Ironman match. We've got Almir on one side, the trash talking.
Stop. Why do you call me like that? Why don't you say it how it should be? The one, the only, the hot topic.
Goodwill looking at.
Yes.
Oh.
You shut up. You call him Trevor, call him sad loser, call him whatever you want. But you should, Stan, you should call me the hot topic.
One at a time, please. Okay. It affects the recording.
In one side of this room, we have the hot topic, the first one of the big draft picks for Mayhem, Almir. How are you?
Good. Now good.
Fair enough.
And can we quickly, before we just carry on, can I just butt in 1 second as a previous Mayhem GM who sort of built Almir, not just a hot topic, the first ever hardcore champion and cage champion, can we remember as well, please?
Yeah. Well, no, but Curse Skull was the first one, wasn't it?
That cage championship.
No, he was 5-bit.
That's the man he lost it to.
Oh, right, yeah. All right, and then in the other corner of the room, we've got someone who's been on a bit of an upwards trend on Crash Course lately. We've got the one, the only, the leader of the Angels of Death, Trevor Dennis. How are you, my man?
You forgot Angel of Drip, Stan, but yeah.
Sorry.
I'm good. I'm ready to answer some questions and listen to this Buzz Newton goon run his mouth.
Oh, big words.
So yeah, let's just get into it, Stan.
Okay. So Almir, obviously you're on a massive upwards trend currently. Obviously, you beat Ghost at 3.
Currently. What do you mean currently? I am since Havoc times. I'm only on the up. What do you mean currently?
Almir, you were the mighty Janae of your team with Vader. Let's be honest here.
Come on.
Come on, Mr. Trevor. Mr. Trevor, you just shut down for a minute. Because Stan, you watched my career. You watched how I built from Havoc. I built from Havoc myself up without anyone. Mr. Trevor needs everyone. He needs Shane to look better.
Really?
He needs Nathan right now. He went to Mr. Sears, the GM of Crash Course.
I don't see this being a handicap match, although
I believe, I mean, before we even started the press conference, all I heard was Cheese running his mouth about Almir. So I think that if anyone's sucking like a leech, it'll be you to Cheese's ass.
Oh.
Look, I mean, can I quickly say something, Stan? I'm not going to try and cause any beef with one of my superstars. But look, all right, Almir, I brought him over to Mayhem. He picked up the mic, and he's been performing ever since. Trevor, you've been extremely controversial and not been on the greatest path, shall I say? Don't take offense to it. So yeah,
Not the greatest. He was never on a path.
Well, you say it. You say it for me.
I'm not the one on a path, Almir.
But one thing,
what path? What path exactly? What path exactly? The path to count to 10 or what?
I've scratched and clawed this opportunity. And you ain't earned shit, buddy.
I ain't shit, huh? You're very funny. Very funny. You know that's.
Says you, Mr. Primark ass.
I don't think Primark is.
Come on now, Sam. Ask the first question. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, you're fine. Trevor, you're fine. Just, let's try and keep it a little
Go
bit
ahead,
more...
ask the question.
Yeah.
Ask the question.
Go ahead. Stan.
All right. Almir. So obviously you've been pretty much like the poster boy of Mayhem, shall we say? And Trevor, you're kind of like the you're next to Shane on the poster boy list. So how has your confidence been going into this match?
How confident? You could already said at the beginning, Almir is going to iron Survivor, the WWE stuff and that all. You could say that Almir already is going to be in that match. So confident am I. Trevor, you know how relevant Trevor is? He is as relevant as the Queen of England right now.
But I'm pretty sure I see Seidel and Douglas on that poster.
That was brilliant.
After I beat Almir, I will be the poster boy. Not just of Crash Course, not just of Warfare. I'm on every show, buddy.
Oh, every show, wow. I was never released. I was on every fucking show. 2 weeks I had off. But I fought against many big names. I defeated Gus. And you're nothing. You're nothing,
how much
really.
is that equivalent to? 1 title reign on me. I know I haven't had much, but at least I earned everything I got.
Wolfen US champ, to be fair.
US sorry, I completely forgot that was a championship.
You're funny, Almir. I'll give you that one.
Let's not diss Tim here. All right. Trevor, obviously, you've just been very heavily criticised by your opponent come Saturday. What is your confidence like going into this? Because obviously you had that bit of a I don't want to be mean, but it was kind of a bit of a pathetic ending to your match on Tuesday, where you kind of just sat there.
Pathetic? You mean shameful? Shameful for Nathan.
Shut your mouth. It's my turn to answer the question. Of course, I got a bit dizzy, JH whacked me quite good. But, I'm quite confident. No one expects me to win, as they did with Shane, as they did with all the other opponents that I have beaten. And Almir is no different. And if he thinks he's going to win, well, then he should think about fixing his body. Because, he's the technician, He fixes things. Maybe he should fix his mouth, because currently all the shit is coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, true.
Oh, wow. Well, I heard it for the first time in my whole career. You're really nothing. I would say you're not even beneath my feet. You're not even beneath my feet. So unimportant are you?
How is it over there in Bosnia, Almir?
It's really no wonder that you got released 2 times. Really? I already thought you would be released a 3rd time, a 4th time.
What I did to get back, I scratched, clawed. I gained the opportunity to come back into SCW. I fought through my mental struggles.
Yeah, I know what you did. I know what you did. You went to Cheese, kneeled down to your knees, and did the dirty.
With the army, I'm not gonna say. I didn't even ask Cheese. I went on a break for my mental health. I asked Sears. I said, I'm ready to come back.
and I'm back. You know.
Oh, sorry, you did the dirty with Sears, not with cheese. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you're something, man. Keep running.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I? Come on, say. What am I? I'm something. What am I?
A Bosnian fool. That's what you are.
Wow.
Oh.
Hard comeback. Such a hard comeback. Even Kim Kardashian with Kanye West had a better comeback.
I mean, you saying all this stuff, but I don't really need to say much because my reg stuff actually proves it. Give me one named move that Almir has. Can anyone name one in this call?
Yeah, he's got the sharpshooter.
Oh, well done. You named one that anyone in this call could do.
Like you, I mean, let's not beat around the bush here.
I don't think I could name any of your finishers either, to be fair.
Yeah, Almir's like
the name of my finishers, man. Doesn't take the time to do it because he never cared.
Yeah, I don't need names for my finisher. That's not important. You saw with Gus. I just put on my sharpshooter and made him tap. I will do the same.
You beat a man that was weak. You beat a man that had no charisma, no popularity.
He previous beat
Gus
Shane.
Nothing.
He beat previous Shane on minutes till midnight.
Yeah, he also lost to Brian Douglas multiple times.
Yeah,
I didn't. I never lost to Brian Douglas. I never had a match with Brian Douglas.
Oh yeah, remind me. That's why, because Big Gus put you through a table.
Whoa! But I still didn't lose. How many times did you lose? How long was your losing streak, if I can ask? Huh?
It was 79 days. It was a bad time in my life. I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, it's a bad time. Just be honest with you. Just be honest with you. You're not a good wrestler. You never was a good wrestler.
You're saying a lot about me being a bad wrestler on me. I couldn't really say you were up there with the greats either.
I mean, Trevor, if we're using your logic here, you previously said that Almir only beat Gus because he was injured, but then you also mentioned the fact how Gus put Almir for a table. Surely that'll put them on level playing terms, don't you think?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that, Stan? Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean,
you were
talking about
he needs
Gus.
a little more time to think.
You were talking about Gus being hurt, but like Almir, and then you also mentioned that Gus put Almir for a table. Wouldn't that put them on level playing terms from the fact of how they're both hurt going into the match?
I don't know. It wasn't just that Almir attacked Gus or that Gus put Almir for a table. It was that Gus hadn't been relevant for months. He hadn't been relevant for weeks. No one even remembered what the last thing Gus did before Almir was.
You speak about relevance.
I'm gonna have to jump in. Let's talk about what Gus has accomplished. Let's talk about what Almir has accomplished.
Who could have seen this coming? She's backing up Almir. I wonder why.
I'm backing up the people.
Cheese is backing up Gus. Like always, he's backing Gus.
I'm backing
up his boys. Gus.
And what I am saying is how you can sit there, Trevor, and talk about Gus when Gus has held how many titles compared to your none?
Reminder: Gus is holding 0 belts at the moment, and once Stateside is done, once Raising the Stakes is done, AOD is going to be holding 2 bits of gold.
Okay, can we speak about AOD? Can we speak about that? You brought Nathan in it. You brought Nathan in it and said to him you want to teach him to be a great wrestler, to be at the top. What do you want to teach him? How to count to 10? How to lose every match?
It's just a method of improving.
How to never win a championship or how to be released. Wow, that's a great wrestler then.
I'm still learning stuff myself, Almir. I'll give you that. But I mean, even me, well, I'm still learning. At least I admit to it. You never admit your faults. You never admit any struggles you've been through, and that's why the fans.
What faults?
Fans don't want
what
you to win,
faults do I have? Not want me to win. I'm every week there. The match is so relevant just because of me. If any other
And
opponent
yeah, it's
would
been the
be in the
second
match,
of the card.
yeah, because of you. If someone else was there, we would
It's always
easily
someone
be
else's
at
fault
the
with
main event.
Almir, isn't it? Think about it. It was Cheese's fault when he didn't give you a rematch or whatever the hell you were on about a few months back. But once
Look,
he
let's just face.
started to
Stands
talk to
here
you,
to ask you guys
Yeah, come.
questions. All I
Yeah,
hear is
come on.
cheese,
Sorry.
cheese,
Come.
cheese, fucking cheese. Why don't you
Yeah,
keep my
because
name out
that's
of your
what
mouth and
Almir
talk about what
is.
you're supposed to?
That's all Almir is. All he does is get his mouth run, and then he's proven because the owner of the company talks like he's a fucking god.
Because I done many things. That's why. Not like
what,
you
Almir?
hide in a corner, go every day to Sears and ask for opportunities. I never ask
asked
for any
this opportunity,
championship
man.
match.
I
Oh
never
no,
asked
you
for
never
this
ask
opportunity.
for a match. You never ask for anything. No, never.
All I've done is asked him for the opportunity to wrestle. I never asked
See.
what opportunity. I never asked the title
Yeah,
opportunity.
yeah, but I remember one night you
Yeah,
went to Sears and asked for a tag team match, you and Nathan.
I'd forced the deal. I didn't do that.
See, you're lying to yourself. And now, Stan, please go on with the question.
Okay, so Trevor, you've kind of had this stigma around you throughout pretty much most of your career, and I do think it's a bit of an unfair statement. But you've kind of always had that stigma around you where you've always had someone who you've kind of had by your side. Like you've had Shane in the past, who's like probably the poster boy of SCW, like the main. When you think of SCW, you think of Shane Roberts. Let's be honest. And then you've got Nathan, and you've always had that stigma around. Well, not stigma. It's an unfair stigma, but the stigma is that you've always kind of had to use other people to get bigger. What are your thoughts on that stigma?
Well, people always say Trevor's always someone by his side, and I think not all just like having people by their side themselves, you know. And people can say all they want that I get help from people's popularity, but I mean, you've never seen me in that ring with someone by my side. I'm always, when it comes to wrestling, I'm a lone wolf, and I always provide.
Jamie Storm.
You're a dead carcass. You're not a lone
Oh,
wolf.
I mean, the question was for me, mate. Mate.
This is press conference, or am I not allowed to talk to you, Mr. High Almighty, huh?
Well, I mean, you're allowed, mate. Just wait your turn, you know. And I get involved every 2 seconds, you know. Exactly.
yeah.
As I was saying, people say that I had Shane by my side, I had Nathan by my side. Nathan, I'm just trying to be the next big star of SEW after, you know. I ain't having him come down with me because of the stigma. And I'm still going to win. I mean, Shane on my own. I was just trying to show Shane the light, and that's what.
Yeah, but the difference between that match, Shane and you, and now Almir against you, is it was an MMA fight, KO. Wow, you didn't pin him for the 3 count. You didn't tap him out. That's
Shane,
nothing. Gus was beaten in an MMA fight. Seidel was beaten in an MMA fight. Breaks, Shane, everybody was beaten in an MMA fight. That's nothing, those fights.
I mean,
I get your point. We are wrestlers. We're not MMA fighters.
Yeah, but it was an MMA. I beat a former UFC champion by knockout. You guys got that I just leeching off people's popularity, you know? I am strong by myself, and that was what I will prove this weekend.
Well, let's put some credit where credit is due. I mean, Trevor obviously had that massive rivalry with Shane and did prove, thought of it as the underdog, that he actually beat Shane. It was MMA, of course, but that was what they chose, and no one really expected Trevor to do that. So are we going to see this again on Saturday?
No, we won't. Jeez, we won't. He's nothing. He was released after that. He's now down. He's sad. He leeches off of Nathan, who says the good things about Nathan, but he can't prove it. He has nothing behind his back to prove it all.
Leech off Ada. No
The
one said
one.
Aiden has always been. He's always just shut up and just got on with it. You couldn't just stop. You couldn't just shut your mouth and get on with it like everyone who has earned big shots in the company has done. Because you would do.
Okay, let's talk about the big shots in the company. Judge Saturn has now the SCW championship. But I think nobody can even remember that match. It was boring as hell. Gus had the 2 weeks of running the championship. Then I attacked him from behind and he lost the SCW championship. What else? Jay's title run. Also completely forgotten. The SCW championship right now needs someone strong, someone who can bring the title up, like me when I did with the cage championship. In 2 weeks, I made the cage championship to something very important.
No one remembers that right now, man. The thing people remember is who you lost to, and that was the title of your run, Test.
Yeah, okay, to a loss. But do you remember the night? I had an elimination 6-man elimination chamber.
Yep.
Then that was at the beginning of the night, and then at the end of the night, I had a second match, an 8-man elimination match. And where was you on the card?
No, he was. I don't know.
I'm sticking.
Yeah, see, nobody remembers you. I had every title defense I had right now was in a multi-man match. And how many titles did you won now in the main roster? Exactly 0. How many title defenses did you have in the roster? Exactly 0.
I earned an SCW title opportunity. I distinctly remember Shane whacking me in the back with a hockey stick. And watch this. Watch cheese or someone cost me this opportunity. Dare have I ever go for a championship and no one stopped me. No one get him.
No, it's everybody else wrong.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Come on.
So, but basically, you and Almir, you both have something in common. You know, before you both took opportunity with it. Like with Almir, you had the elimination chamber tournament where you came up short against the eventual winner, but you went through that whole tournament as the underdog, and you kind of really that's how you really gained your name. And then Trevor, you also kind of had it where you beat Shane, and then you put in a really good performance in the chamber as well. You guys do both come from similar paths. If we're being realistic.
Similar parts. That's 2 different things. I first beat the DJ. He was at the time over the top. Everybody knew his name. Brian Dallas, the Wednesday Night Warzone top star. Beat him in a triple threat to move on to the elimination chamber. I was the last one. The last one with, I will say it, with Butcher. There he beat me then, okay. But there is a difference. He only beat Shane, and that was the night.
I will give
it was everything.
The Butcher was on roids.
Do you have any proof about that?
Butcher was on roids. If you say so, okay. Then I still was the last one with him in the ring. Everybody else was already eliminated.
Yep.
So we have nothing. Me and you, Trevor, we have nothing in common.
I agree, like totally, Almir. But the difference, the biggest difference between me and you, is that you didn't have this story of coming back from the bottom and coming up all the way to this opportunity, and that is why I will put everything I have into this match this weekend. You may think it's just another match, not me. I'm thinking it is the biggest match in my career.
Yeah.
It's always for you the biggest match, because you don't know when you will be fired. You don't know it. Maybe even after this press conference you will be fired. Who knows? You will be forgotten like some The Rock song. or you will be like a TikTok trend. 1 week of hype, but then die down and never be at the top again.
Big words, big words.
Happening.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we're going to try and sum this up. Obviously, we've got Mayhem coming up. This will obviously be live probably tomorrow night, or at least on YouTube tomorrow night. But yeah, I mean, some massive, massive words, Joe and LC obviously starting us off, and again Shane covering a few things, and then Almir and Trevor finishing it off. And Stan, obviously, thank you for holding all of these questions. Saturday at midnight GMT, the show will start. I do believe, but don't quote me, that is 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific, but I may not be correct about that. So we'll put that in text and confirm it a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Almir?
Shush.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
It's
My
over.
heart is hurt. My heart is hurt. Such a comeback. Oh. I'm crying right now.
Yep.
You're just a joke. You're a joke like LC. You're a joke like the Split guy that was there. You're a joke like many other people.
I ain't just a joke. The only joke is going to be when I pin your ass onto that mat. 1, 2, 3, and I move on to the irons.
Big words.
You learned counting. That's good.
To make it a bit more interesting, I'm gonna just pitch the idea. Shane, who are we backing? Are we going for Trevor or are we going for Almir?
Come on, you can't put me in the situation.
I'm doing it.
You can't put me in the situation.
Your best friend or someone that you're getting close to backstage.
Because I remember backstage. I remember I had a conversation between you and Almir, and it seems you two have been quite close, you know. And you know, I thought mate, after the hockey stick, I forgave you. So I want to hear your take on it.
Look,
winning.
Well, I will happily say, prediction-wise, myself, it's going to be an interesting one, I think. Realistically, I think that Trevor needs to win more than Almir does. However, I do believe it will work in Almir's favour. That's myself, personally. But come on, Shane, let's hear it.
I can't answer it. I can't.
You can answer it. You don't want it. That's the difference. That's the difference. You can answer it, but you don't want it. You're too scared right now.
This is what makes me feel he's your best friend and you're not answering it.
Yeah.
Are you
As
mad?
an honourable Robert, so I can take a place if you want.
Don't
You
say
know what then? No. It's all right.
I'm gonna spark a little bit. I'm gonna spark something here. You always back your friend, Shane. It should have been no question. You should have said Trevor straight away. You back your day one.
Yeah.
and that's the
Yeah,
point.
but you didn't back him because you knew, in the back of your head, you know he will lose. You know how they say I'm close with you. You know how everything is behind the curtains.
This is where
No, you guys aren't brothers, but you remind me of that sort of that KSI and Deji feel. You know, Trevor hasn't really got that big W yet. He hasn't got it, but he's gonna get it. Is it gonna be now? But you're not believing in him, Shane.
We can put it in KSI and Deji terms. I may be doing this just to motivate him more to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's not.
He will after the press conference go in the locker room or head home and then cry his eyes out because you didn't pick him, Shane. Are you proud now, Shane?
To be honest, I mean, we've both picked him, I think. So yeah. I mean,
well, as the pay-per-view was formally called, now or never. Trevor, it could very well be your now or never opportunity. This could be the very chance that you get the biggest match of your life on Saturday. This is now or never for you. Come on, surely.
great, Stan, and that's why I think I'll win it. Almir, like I said earlier, he thinks this is a match for him, and you'll say, I know you'll say straight after this, oh, I've never had this big match like Almir has. And I just think it's a bunch of rubbish, And
rubbish. Rubbish. You just follow my career. I have also fought already Cheese. He knows it himself. We shattered ourselves with a sledgehammer in a match. For me, it's just a normal day. I go in the ring, beat you, you look at the top, at the lights, and then cry your eyes out. While I walk out, like always, like victorious.
Sure.
Fair. I believe. Any final words from both of you?
The whole world will know that I'm heading to the top as soon as I beat this.
To the top of the loser,
stigma,
huh?
Every stigma, every bit of like anger that anyone has had towards me, it will be proven that I can do something. You know.
Yeah.
You can do something. You're just like a cancer person. You're in a Make-A-Wish Foundation. You're hoping for everything good, but it will not turn out this way.
Oh man.
Yeah, now you're shocked, huh? I will probably be now fired for those words, but it's the truth.
The only trick is Trevor Dennis wins.
Absolutely lost for words after that very heated back and forth we've seen on this press conference. Thank you all for joining me. I believe that'll be the end of it. Thank you to everyone who joined me, Elsie, Joe, Keys, Shane, Almir, Trevor. Thank you all, and Grady for his brief cameo for some reason.
Yeah. Thank you, obviously, Stan. Thank you guys for being here. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you tune in on Saturday at midnight, because I promise you, these fights, it may be classed as a small pay-per-view, but these fights are insane. They're going to be huge. Obviously, we're starting off with me and Shane against the Douglas. Straight afterwards, Almir and Trevor. So there's no time to relax. Thank you, of course, for being here. Make sure you check it out on Saturday. And yeah, that's everything from me, guys. Thank you.